Okay, everyone. Good morning, good afternoon. Greetings from Spain again. It's really nice to see some of you joining us at this event, at this opportunity. So we are going to spend some time, the next 45 minutes, 1 hour, talking about unfortunately, the last Sustainable Development Goal of UNESCO. So we are going to discuss a little bit and give you some information regarding what we have available for quality education. Okay, the Sustainable Development Goal we will talk about today is the number 4, quality education, a very important thing, a very important matter, either by the quality itself of means, the level of comfortability of the people that are involved in this, and especially after the pandemic. 2001, fortunately, thank God, has been a very nice year compared to the last one. And this is going to, in my opinion, improve a lot as time goes by. All right? Good. My name is Francisco. I am responsible for market development of Portuguese-speaking countries, but many of you, maybe we have already changed some information somehow in the past, and I always say you are always welcome to contact us for any request or inquiry you may have. Unfortunately, as always, our time is short, so I need to be quick, sharp, and clear in everything. But we have an open channel for you to contact us at any time, which is edibon@edibon.com, and our landline is +34 91 619 9363, +34 from the international codes of Spain, 91 619 9363. All right. So we are going to develop this. I'm using 2 screens, so sometimes you will see me looking to the other side. This is the agenda for today, what you are going to discuss. We will basically talk about 5 topics: EDIBON and its brief history, business lines, SCADA technology, SCADA expansions, and of course, how EDIBON and its technical distance learning tools can collaborate with your expectations, and also for the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDG 4, as I said before, which in this case promotes quality education. All right. At the end of this presentation, we will answer the main questions in the chat. My colleague Fernando Martinez is going to give me some help on this by managing everything that's being questioned in our chat. Okay, that's the idea. So we will be answering the main questions that will be available there. All right, good. From page 3 to 7, we are going to talk about a brief history about EDIBON. No worries about the information. I'm not going to through each slide, because I give an overview about every topic. So don't worry, because you are going not only receive this presentation, but also the video of this webinar that's being recorded. Okay, so no worries, because everything we have detailed here. We can go through this. There are much information available, and the idea here is giving you an overview about everything. All right, good then. Here, let's start then with a brief history about EDIBON. EDIBON is a family business with 100% Spanish capital, located in Madrid, Spain. We design and manufacture teaching and research equipment, in addition to some more specific goods and services. To those of you that doesn't know or don't know exactly what EDIBON does, we design and manufacture teaching equipment, teaching and research equipment. All right. One of the main goals of this company is offering means and alternatives to strengthen the development or the appropriate technical training at all levels required by today's industry or of the industry in these states. So EDIBON offers means and alternatives to strengthen and develop the appropriate technical training. All right. Our company was born 4 years ago due to a huge gap in technical education identified at that time by our company founder, Mr. Elias Bonilla. And unfortunately, this gap still exists until today, just because the industry reacts and adapts itself much faster and more than any technical center. So this gap will between what's being taught and what requires the industrial market will always exist this. And the role of EDIBON is reduce this as much as possible, okay? We export to more than 150 countries. And in terms of SCADA computer control units, we are a reference player in the market or in the world. EDIBON is 100% autonomous and independent company. This is, I consider this a very important point or a very important topic to discuss about, because by being 100% autonomous and independent, we can design and manufacture our own units, expansion softwares, integrated systems, etc. Our technical solutions then range from A to Z. Both the installation of the equipment and the training of the staff at the end customer are carried out by EDIBON engineers, or by the training engineers of our partners, our local partners settled in your country. Okay, we have many engineers from several areas hired by EDIBON itself. More than 90% of our workforce has technical background. Another topic very important, EDIBON offers 5-year factory warranty for its goods and services, or for its goods actually, and 15-year after sales service for any spare part replacement. All right, this what I've just told you is very well explained in these slides of brief history about EDIBON. All right, it's very detailed here, so you don't need to worry about that. If you have missed any comment on this, the idea here is use both presentation and this video to discuss a little more about everything that's being said here. All right, EDIBON business lines on the page 8. We are going to talk about this. There is much information in just a single page. All right, so let's move forward. Now, we diversify our business into 9 lines, but today we will only talk about some of them. The first one and most important for us is day-to-day business. There are small and or medium businesses for which money is always available regardless the source of funds. So this is the case when the end customer has money available to spend in something, or is asking or will ask for money in some moment, or for funds, or asking funds for purchase something or any equipment for any laboratory. All right, projects, the second one, they are medium and large businesses for which money is always also or is always available too. Funds are usually offered by international organizations or organizations like the World Bank, European Union, UNESCO, UNIDO, African Development Bank, in addition to others, okay? International funds available for specific projects everywhere. TKP projects or turnkey projects. This is the case, the same as projects, but in this case, This project is financed especially by the Spanish government or a Spanish source. Okay, this usually refers to an acquisition of a complete SCADA laboratories. In this kind of project, the end customer does not spend a cent once the government of the country that is asking for funds pays the bill. So if you belong to an university or a technical center, you don't need to worry about the budget of your center. Your government will be in charge or will be responsible for supporting you, especially from the money side, in order to make that available for you. Of course, for having this kind of financing from the Spanish government, the units or equipment must be from EDIBON. All right. So if you don't know for any reason, TKP or turnkey projects is a complete package of goods and services delivered by the seller, in this case, EDIBON. All right. ECL, EDIBON Cloud Learning, which is our technical distance learning. This is one of the topics today. The other one is PLC HMI. Actually, we are going to provide you, or we'll be focusing on this distance learning tools. Later, I'm going to show you some videos about it and make a little introduction, just a few words about this. Then we go to videos showing you both ECL, EDIBON Cloud Learning, which is a platform, and then PLC HMI, which is a device that works along a PLC box, okay? And of course, by using an SCADA computer controlled unit, okay? ECL. Teaching or researching units can be, in this case, operated from distance, from anywhere, at any time, by only using a device connected to internet. This is a very interesting option for a wide and massive technical education. It's very important you understand this. This is very interesting for a very powerful tool for a wide and massive technical education. As the ECL Master Center can be connected to other 100 centers more, okay? So the main center feeds with information other 100 centers more. Acquisitions of up to 100 million can be handled by EDIBON. And above that, we can make available some other sources of financing, or other types of financing can be used, such as TKPs, for instance. Pilot plants and custom-made units. This is another business line of EDIBON, which has been growing a lot these days. In the past few years, we have been, especially from 2020 to now, we have been receiving many inquiries about specific custom-made units or pilot plants, which is, and what does, a pilot plant or a custom-made unit is. Processing pilot plants allow training, research, and small production. I consider them manufacturers. They can be sponsored by international organizations respecting the due criteria. Of course, you need to respect, before giving the money, you need to respect this criteria for having that. A good project presentation is very important, and we are able to do that. We also have enough expertise to develop any custom-made equipment in any technical area. Good. This is something about the business, the main business line we have available. All right. At the top right of this slide, you can see some of our prestige customers and partners: Harvard University, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, Charles Darwin University in Australia, and among others, much more in this case. This is just a three or two or three, just to have an idea who those customers are. Okay, we also have many international quality certifications to meet any market requirements. You can see this at the bottom of the right side, some of them. If you are participating on international tenders, just in this kind of tender require this kind of documentation, just let us know. Okay. All right, now on the slide 9, we are going to talk about the engineering areas we work on. These 14, all right? Our product range is around 4,000 different teaching units, teaching or research units or equipment, being 1,000 of them with SCADA, computer-controlled ones. If we consider our expansions, this range goes up to more than 60,000 different units, which are available in these 14 areas as follows, as you can see in this slide. All right, so our range is very wide, but we in this moment, let's just talk about the technical areas available. All right, first one is physics, second one electronics, then communications, electricity. Number 5 is energy. 6, mechatronics and compute mechatronics. 7, mechanics, then fluid mechanics. Number 9 is thermodynamics and thermotechnics. 10 is process control. 11, chemical engineering. 12, food and water technologies. We have many requests on this these days. Environmental, biomedical engineering. Every area has been increasing a lot. Some of them more than others, like food, water technologies, environment, biomedical engineering, energy, electronics is always a very great demand for us anyway. Electricity, our renewable energy area is a sub-area of the number 5, energy. So take a look on that carefully at our website, which is www.edibon.econ, and get much more information available there. All right, let's go to SCADA technology. For those who don't know what SCADA or EDIBON SCADA technology is, I'm going to give you just a little introduction, very quick on this. I will not spend many time on that, especially on expansions. This is just to give you an overview, just because every single detail of that is very explicit along this presentation you are going to receive. All EDIBON units are specially designed for theoretical and practical studies. All units designed, manufactured, and quality control in-house, simulate industrial processes on a laboratory scale. This is the idea. Simulate industrial processes on a laboratory scale. They allow students to learn the main or complete processes, as well as the variables that take part of them, these processes. Many of these are computer-controlled units and feature a SCADA system. To understand the real potential of a computer-controlled SCADA unit, we should know a little more about EDIBON SCADA technology. What exactly that is then? SCADA means, or SCADA is an industrial concept that EDIBON's brought to our unit's conception a few decades ago. And the acronym for SCADA, or SCADA, means supervision, control, and data acquisition of industrial processes. Every automated factory or industry uses SCADA plus PLC in its industrial processes. It's part of an automated industry. More than 30 years ago, EDIBON brought the concept or this application, or the application of this concept to its goods, to its equipment. Using a SCADA net, which is a local net computer-controlled SCADA units, or SCADA computer-controlled units can be shared with up to 30 students simultaneously. You will see more of this in our videos, our ESL video, all right? Because anyway, let's wait for that, okay? Before giving you more details or get advanced on this information. A SCADA units, I call this a set of elements that interchange inputs and outputs of signals. They are 5. The first one is the unit itself, or the equipment itself. What you know of an equipment, it's what call or draw attention to the user, the equipment itself. The second one are the sensors and actuators. Number 3, control interface. 4, the 42 SCADA software package. And number 5, the data acquisition board. All are very important, but I consider the number 3, control interface, you are seeing here. Let me just show you that. No worries, as everything is very detailed here, okay? Control interface, you can get a lot of information, detailed information in the presentation. So no worries about this in this moment, okay? Just get the overview idea, the general idea of I am presenting you in this moment, okay? Control interface, I was in sensor actuator, I guess, sorry about that. According to the input sent by the user, the unit transmits back signals that will be interpreted, translated, and processed by the control interface. So the idea of sensor and actuators, which are located in the equipment, in the unit, is get some information received from the interface box. And then the control interface converts the signal sent by the sensor and actuators into precise information, free of interference and in real time, to the SCADA software. The data acquisition board, located in the CPU of the computer, is one of the fastest in the market. It manages and records 200 kilosamples per second. This is from National Instruments. Sorry about that. This means 250,000 information exchanged per second and recorded for future consultations. Very, very important this, okay? Imagining you having per second 200,000 different information being interchanged and recorded for future consultation. The SCADA software, the 42 SCADA software package, it makes the real interaction among equipment, professor or teacher, and student. It graphically provides all the information processed by the control interface, always precise and in real time. This package is composed by 42 different softwares distributed into 4 groups, like or as follows: supervisory, control, data acquisition, and data management. And just for information, all of them can be supplied in any language. So if you are settled in a country that requires a specific local language for that, we can provide our SCADA software. Let's call that a SCADA software in your language. All right, good then. Open control. Our equipment has open. Our SCADA computer controlling equipment has open control in which is the ability to adjust or change parameters or conditions involved in the experiment at any time during the entire process simulation. Okay, this is open control. Multi-control, on the other hand, means that the user has control over multiple parameters available and can view this information from all sensors simultaneously. Good. The system also operates with real-time control. In other words, for example, the computer receives information from the unit extremely quickly, which results in instantaneous response. All right, real-time control. Good. This is a little introduction about EDIBON SCADA technology. No worries if you not got it, because we can change some information anytime you need. If you are an end customer and have any more questions or all questions, no worries, just send us an inquiry, a question, or I will be, or my colleagues will be more than happy to provide you any information to clarify anything. Okay, let's move forward to EDIBON SCADA expansions. I humbly call them accessories. This is something you add to the main equipment. Okay, just an overview. Let's just talk about the 4 groups. Okay, we'll not get into much details on that because you have them here very described. All right, okay, good. This is the information from EDIBON SCADA expansions comes from, or is from page 17 to 27. No worries, just pay attention on this, and let's go to the presentation when you have some available time. All right, the more the use of EDIBON expansions with SCADA, the closer to the real industry will be the experiments on the process simulations. This is very, very important. The close to the real industry will be the experiments of the process simulations. If you are using expansions, EDIBON expansions with SCADA units. Expansions improve and boost the purpose of the equipment of the main unit, which is simulating industrial processes. Our 12 SCADA expansions are divided into 4 groups. Industrial, which is the first one you can see in this slide. Pedagogical, multi-post, and advanced research. So try to, when you have some time, go to this presentation, understand a little bit, set yourself in the place you are at the university or technical center. If you are more focused on industrial and pedagogical, and or if you are a researcher, just take a look on that, as you can to see how that expansions can help you in your case. All right, industrial expansions simulate industrial processes. They are directly related to the 4.0 industry and the industrial Internet of Things. Pedagogical expansions, didactic software for class management and theoretical and technical training according to the process to be studied. Real-time control by the teacher of what's being understood by the students. And besides that, the software content is editable. So if you want, it has a list of ready exercise to apply to your students and test their knowledge about what you have been teaching them. But if you want to add some content to the software, you can do that in the language that the software was provided. All right, multi-post expansions. This is very important as well. Using these expansions, all units and accessories, including other SCADA expansions, can be shared with several students at the same time. All right, this means and this works only along with SCADA units. This is the reason why I always encourage you to acquire a SCADA computer controller unit, because you can add to that. You can use expansions. You can add accessories to that in order to improve the general purpose of the unit. Sorry about that. And this is why. This is the reason why. So you can. It's like I told you, it's like a Lego, but it works only with SCADA compute, EDIBON'S SCADA computer controller unit. So you add expansions, accessory to this, and one of them is SCADA net. When you use this local net, you can share all the equipments you have among all students. Okay. Advanced research expansions. If you are a researcher, please take a look on this. Allow SCADA software to be open for fully control of the algorithms available. This means maximum performance of the technical potential of the unit, okay, of the equipment. All right. All of this very detailed on the presentation. So you don't need to worry about that. All right. Let me just go to the page. I don't remember what that is. I guess it's 28, 29. Let's take a look on this very quickly, because our time is short, really short. In fact, I'm really sorry about that. I really would like to spend some more time with you, but unfortunately, it's not possible. Anyway, let's talk about United Nations SDG number 4, just a little introduction about this and how our distance learn tools can fit this, can work together on this goal. All right. There is no better way to explain the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, or SDGs. The acronym is SDG, as a collection of interlinked global goals, 17 in total, actually, to be more precise, designed to be, and they were designed to be a blueprint to achieve a better and more sustainable future for all. This is a very ambitious commitment from the United Nations. And these SDGs were set in 2015, by the United Nations General Assembly, and are intended to be achieved by the year 2030. So this is a very ambitious project, or worldwide project, to be reached, to be achieved by the year 2030. All right, so we have a couple of years more to work on this. So if you are somehow connected to the Sustainable Development Goals of the United Nations, let's work on this together. Okay, this is the last one, unfortunately, webinar that EDIBON will be performing along this year, related to the United Nations SDG, the 60 of them. The last one of the United SDGs, all right, United Nations SDGs. So it's not the last webinar of EDIBON. This is of the Sustainable Development Goals, okay? Next month, we will have at least one webinar per month, and every single month we try to give you that in order to interchange some information, providing new information for you, or anything that may help you in your daily activities. That's the idea, okay? Interchange that and provide some very good goods and services for you. Good. All right. So related to, so this is the sixth webinar we are performing along this year related to the United Nations SDG, but focusing especially on how our teaching and research equipment may perfectly fit most market demands. That's the idea. A few weeks back, we spoke about energy, food and water technology, environment, and the last one was biomedical engineering. And this last one, unfortunately, quality education. Just for information, 84 of the 17 sustainable development goals are technical. All right? Quality education then. What is the United Nations SDG for? Quality education. This goal intends to ensure inclusive and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunity for all. I mean in all senses. As I said before, by the year 2030. Okay? And how can exactly EDIBON collaborate with UNESCO, UNIDO, or any other institution? Well, it's very simple. There is a need for skilled people. According to UNESCO and UNIDO, demands for technical and vocational education and training, or simply the acronym TVET, are immediate. And EDIBON is the best solution for sustainable development. That's when and how we can help you. On the other hand, industrialization in developing countries is a key point in every case. It always requires a high level of technical training. And due to our large experience and expertise, EDIBON is very able to provide that due to our large experience and expertise. All right. Good. EDIBON, in the end, can help you in every single sense. Just contact us for that. The higher is the technical training, the more is the using of SCADA expansions with PLC. Industry requires equipment combined with philosophy. We offer several solutions, new technology, SCADA softwares, integrated system, SCADA expansions, etc. In addition to that, for the quick and constant scientific and technology advances, the market will certainly demand a high standard level of professionals. That's when EDIBON plays a very important role by providing advanced and modern means for a proper technical training. All right, very good. In the next page, we have already spoken about that, EDIBON expansions. Let's just give you a little, or before showing the two videos, I'd like to make some comments about our technical distance learning tools, which in this case are two: ECL, EDIBON Cloud Learning, and PLC HMI, which is a remote control and monitoring device using human interface machine, or human machine interface. Okay, I'll always get caught on this, but no worries. And so what EDIBON Cloud Learning is? ECL is a powerful technical distance learning, or in this case, platform actually. I ask you to pay a very good attention in this concept. This is just a little introduction, because in order to understand the difference between them, all right? ECL is a powerful technical distance learning platform. This is a platform, a system. It's highly recommended for massive range and use once the lab may run 24/7. The main lab or center is amazingly able to connect to 100 other different satellite labs. This means an incredible cost reduction per student. Okay? Have in mind that your lab equipped with this technology may run 24/7, right? And this is a platform. We have a video around 7 minutes long about this. Then we go to PLC HMI, a remote control and monitoring using human-machine interface. Compared to ECL, this is a low-cost technical distance learn solution. PLC HMI is a touchscreen device which works along with a PLC expansion. By using them, or by using this actually, both students and teacher can control the connected equipment remotely from anywhere. This option has already been launched, but it's being reviewed and improved for fitting market requirements. Okay, you have already launched that. We've got some orders for that. We have already delivered that. But we have been making some improvements on it in order to reach the market requirements. Okay, we are always working on equipment improvements. All right. Now I'd like to go to, let me just take a look on this. I'm going to share with you some videos. Let me just share a screen with you. I'm going to show you first an ECL video, okay? And then we go to the PLC HMI, okay? The first one is 7 minutes long, and the second one 3 minutes and a half, okay? Let's go to that.
The goal of this demonstration is to control an EDIBON technical teaching unit from anywhere by using a device with internet connection. We are watching SCADA application for UCP unit. The SCADA application is running locally and it is gathering the values from sensors and controlling system processes. ECL, EDIBON Cloud Learning, is an easy-to-use platform. You can log in and check the task related to the unit. Next, the browser will load the SCADA application as web format. As you can see, ECL allows to run the application remotely and to watch the unit in real time. Several cameras will provide views, so you can watch the whole unit or an important part of it. ECL gives you the ability to control the actuators from your browser. For example, to set a value to an analog actuator AVP1, a proportional valve, or change the digital actuator state AB1, a pump. You can observe how the water is falling down in the tank and how ECL applies this action to SCADA application remotely. The pump is stopped, so the water is not falling down yet, and other elements could be activated and deactivated, like the stirrer. Any hardware can be controlled, and it is possible to appreciate how they are controlled in real time. Important control algorithms can be carried out, like PID. For example, the level of the tank. It is important to notice that ECL provides a bidirectional communication. Any user action on the local SCADA application is reflected on the browser too. Set points and process variables for the PID control are displayed on time charts. The actuation is increasing rapidly if we observe the proportional valve AVP1. To observe better the PID control, the valve AVS1 is open. Therefore, the tank will empty as we try to reach the established set point of the water level. In order to reach the set point faster, half of the tank will be filled, closing manually the leveling valve. As the system includes several cameras, it is possible to change the view among them and watch if the process is behaving as we expect. If you observe the graph or the level of the tank, you will see that the set point is being reached. Once the set point is reached, the proportional valve AVP1 is decreasing steadily and it will reach zero value in order to keep the desired set point. If there is an overshoot in the action, it causes that the level of the tank goes beyond the established set point. Such effect can be minimized adjusting the PID gains, although the PID control will manage to stabilize it. The desired water level has already been reached and the PID control is keeping that level, actuating on AVP1 valve, increasing and decreasing the water flow. Once the experiment finishes, it is time to quit the SCADA application and apply stop conditions to the UCP unit. So actuators and sensors are initialized. The SCADA application is stopped. We can check it if we switch to the local SCADA application. To summarize, ECL provides you a real cloud learning solution to access EDIBON units, control hardware, read values from sensor, manage the users, and assign tasks. You only need a web browser and internet connection. The goal of this demonstration is
Okay, all right, good. This was the ECL video. Now I'm going to show you just a moment there. Just a moment, let's see this. The video of the PLC HMI, all right? Here, let's go to this. This is the device, all right? Before saying that, this is a temporary video. It's not official yet. We have not uploaded them to our website or YouTube, so it contains a little, we are working on that. It still contains some grammatical errors in English language to be corrected before being available in our website or YouTube, okay? Let's go. Okay, all right. I hope you still listen to me. Let me just let's go to our chat to check what kind of questions we have available there. Just a moment. All right. Let's see this. Okay. Okay, very good. They were asking just for now. Okay, there is no specific question about this, but I hope many questions about. Actually, there are many questions about if we were about to play. Let me just connect my camera here. Okay, good. All right, let's go. There were many questions asking us if you were about to show the videos of ECL, of PLC, HMI. Of course, these questions were before we share these videos to you or with you. Okay, good then. All right. So again, if you have any specific, I hope you have enjoyed this presentation. We are always trying to show you something else, changing things a little bit in order to improve that. But anyway, for those who don't know us yet, or for those who already know us, they have our personal contacts. They have a contact inside EDIBON that is responsible for managing all the questions or subjects or matters requested by them. But for those who don't know us yet, that is that channel, the direct email, edibon@edibon.com. Just contact us. Let's work on this. As you have seen and followed that, we have 14 technical areas available, 4,000 units distributed among these areas. We can work on custom pilot plants or any specific equipment according to your requirements. Just send us your inquiry. We can handle that personally. Remember, EDIBON is an autonomous and independent company, the highly or very well international recognized. So no worries, just contact us. As always, we will be more than happy to perform any video conference you may want to, or having the conversation to keep people to decision makers, or either for end customers, for our distributors, for anyone. Okay, we can manage some time for doing that according to your availability. That's the idea. Okay, providing that as soon as you are satisfied with that good or service. Okay, good. I really would like to thank you all for attending this meeting or this event, this webinar. I hope to see you all and much more people next time. So from my side, that's all. Really appreciate that. It's always a pleasure to have you all here. Spending some time this hour is I'm always very happy to provide you that when I have this possibility. Okay, so thank you again for everything. Thank you for your attendance. Just contact us for any question you may have. Again, my name is Francisco Baldo, so contact us for any inquiry at any time. All right, so we will respond to this. If you may have any question related to that, we can answer you directly. No worries, as you are going to receive this presentation, this video that has been recorded, those two videos of ECL and PLC HMI. Okay, if you don't get that, just contact us. Okay, Really appreciate that, Tim. Have a very good day. Greets from Spain again. See you next time. Bye-bye.